Two prominent members of the deep state have left the FBI, resigned. Attorney Lisa Page and Comey confidant James Baker. But President Trump says more must be done to rid the Bureau of corruption. The president tweeted this: Lisa Page, who may hold the record for the most emails in the shortest period of time to her lover, Peter S. Strzok, and Attorney Baker are out at the FBI as part of the probers getting caught. Why is Peter S. still there? What a total mess. Our country has got to get back to business. Joining us tonight, Republican Congressman Andy Biggs of Arizona, member of the House Judiciary Committee and the Freedom Caucus. Congressman, good to see you. Let's start with what is going on at the FBI and the Justice Department. This has become, in my opinion, a horrible tragedy, but it is also an infuriating level of corruption that is being allowed to stand at the FBI, at the top leadership of the FBI, and at the Department of Justice. One has no idea in the world why Jeff Sessions is still Attorney General. Rod Rosenstein, obviously so corrupt and conflicted, along with the man he put in the job, Bob Mueller, also severely conflicted.
Yeah, well, you've got this stench from the swamp that just kind of is wafted up and is just sitting there. I mean, let's look at Peter Strzok, for instance. Here's a guy that flaunted every rule of the FBI, and then he's in the HR department. I guess that's because they figure if he knows how to get around all the rules, then maybe he's the guy to have there. This is a travesty, and it continues to go on. Rod Rosenstein, he's the guy that's supposed to be overseeing Bob Mueller's special counsel investigation, and he is conflicted. He's the guy that he's slow-walking everything to Congress. He's not giving us the facts. He's not giving us the truth.
He's defying Congress.
Exactly, and he needs to go. And that's
he's also the guy who gave President Trump the entire rationale and basis to fire, and urged President Trump to fire James Comey, by the way, which set off a special counsel investigation in some twisted way that makes sense to attorneys at the Justice Department.
Yeah, that's exactly right. It's a twisted thing that goes here. But I mean, why did Rosenstein do it? Because I got to believe that he had some ambition of his own. And then Mueller gets there, and Rosenstein's there when Mueller's not going to get the job, get the gig there. That's going to do this. And so next thing you know, Rosenstein's promoting Mr. Mueller, and Mueller's out there and basically abusing process everywhere. He's clearly outside the scope of his authority. And no end in sight. It just goes on and on. Now, I was just going to talk about the 70 John Doe subpoenas that he got approved the other day. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, it is. Alan Dershowitz said this about District Court Judge Ellis, T.S. Ellis III, in fact. This is what he said, and if we could put that full screen up, please. It was an excellent week for the, we'll wait for the, there it is. It was an excellent week for the Constitution and for all Americans because a federal judge made it clear that no one, not even the special counsel, is above the law and beyond scrutiny by our system of checks and balances. I happen to think that Dershowitz has it exactly right. We have yet to see how Judge Ellis will rule. But he certainly gave the Justice Department's special counsel a real reason, one would think, to assess whether or not they have abused power and to what extent.
Well, Lou, you and I, as rational beings, if we got lectured by a judge like that, we would probably reassess our actions and make course corrections. I just don't think that that's going to go on in the Mueller investigation. I think that they know already that they're beyond their scope. They know already that they're abusing power, and this is the type of corruption that has got to go. And this is widespread in the federal judiciary where they're abusing their power. And now you've got the highest law enforcement and special counsel abusing their power. And thank goodness for finally a judge coming in forth and saying, you're out of line and you're an embarrassment. And I'm just not sure that the Mueller team's going to get that. I mean, they're partisan hacks. They're there for a reason, and they're looking for an outcome that just should not happen because there's no evidence to support the outcome they desire. And the judge finally called them on it.
Yeah. They're working to subvert the President of the United States. It's that straightforward.